Vote Smart group. You gotta admire young people. You know, when they take initiative, they've put together an incredible website, and they've got us out today to speak to you and ask you for your support, of course. You know, I was thinking 10 minutes. I guess that's why I'm so relaxed, because normally at our meetings and stuff, because it's such a condensed schedule, you know, we have to speak rather quickly. So I thought today, first of all, I would talk a little bit about how times have changed. You know, many years ago, I grew up on Guam, of course. My dad is Ricardo Duenas, and as a young boy, right now on this day, we would be at home, keeping quiet, getting ready for tomorrow, because that's our tradition and our culture. But times have changed, and we're here to speak to you about the issues and to also discuss our platform. Sometimes, in order to know where you're going, you gotta know where you came from. So I'll just take a minute to say, before I entered into public service, I worked 16 years in the tourism industry. And that's really where I got my foundation, understanding how businesses operate, how our economy operates, and what it really means to serve our people and to understand that it is a business community that creates the tax dollars that allows the government to function. So when I was frustrated with how things were going after owning my own business and working for many years, I decided to run for office. I was unsuccessful in 2002, but I was picked up by Governor Camacho and allowed to be the Director of the Department of Youth Affairs. And it was there that I really realized and saw a lot of things that are happening not only within our government, but what's happening with our young people. So we were very successful. We built a brand new schoolhouse in DYA. We built new youth centers in the community, and we did all this under budget. And we did this also by securing additional federal funds to make sure that that's how we could fund these programs. And then I became the Director of Land Management towards the end of the Camacho administration. And as the Director of the Department of Land Management, since I was only there a year and a half, I picked one thing to do. And that was to modernize the records division so that we could bring ourselves into the 21st century and allow for opportunities for our people to get faster transactions at land management and build efficiency into our government. It's one of the reasons why I had the foundation when I was elected in 2010 in the 31st Guam legislature as your senator. I had the vision from working for 8 years in the administration to introduce legislation that helps our children. I introduced 3 bills that allow for scholarships for underserved youth who have financial problems to receive additional opportunities to go to college, to go to the Trades Academy, to go to GCC. Many businesses are spending millions of dollars at the university now and the other higher education institutions to help our young people and secure their future. It is also one of the reasons why I asked Governor Calvo, and I thank you, Governor Calvo, to reorganize the Department of Land Management and include Chamorro Land Trust, Department of Land Management, to make it more efficient so that we could help our people and be faster in giving out Chamorro Land Trust properties so we could help our poor people. And lastly, this year I introduced 2 pieces of legislation that I think are very important. One of them was a bill, unfortunately, that wasn't heard, but I'm going to try again if elected again, and that was a bill to sue the federal government for the Ordog dump that they had responsibility for helping create. The reason why, ladies and gentlemen, is because if we secure those millions of dollars that the federal government owes to the people of Guam, it will allow us to maintain or bring down the cost of trash service and make sure that our government can operate with millions of more dollars going forward. It's about your cost of living, and that's what I've concentrated on. Lastly, I never forgot about our youth once again in this last term. I introduced a bill also that would tax current limited gaming that's going on and take that money and put it into sports facilities so that we can help our children in the villages. Millions of dollars is now being